There is nothing limiting you in this movement you have made. I've written 2 poems for you, but there will be more. For you are, because I am, because we are. So I will tell your stories with my movement, with my syllables, my voice translating for some of our ears which can only hear the limited decibel range. And there are other vibrations, energies, frequencies, and consciousness moving through our universe. And this is where you've moved. Your new home is a communion with solace. You have taken the S from exist and exited this realm so that you are able to artistically experiment in the poetics of science and mathematical factoring, in the X's like time signs. The same X that followed Malcolm to Mecca to reclaim identity, you had to reclaim your authenticity, your art centricity, inaugurating us to what it means to search for the color purple all around us, bouncing reflections of you in pausiopasis, causing calm ripples, breaking the bounds of the mundane, the mundial, that which is the earth. We need the aperture to access you. Yearning for more as you showed support for others, as it will be reflected and based in your energy, our energy. We reflect you through our intention and attention to what it means to yearn for more, to act upon paradisical landscapes that traipse across my mindscapes, scratching hieroglyphics in high rows of graphics. And as I kutumba and dila about you from this place, from this space, the distance sings to me. But the moon reflects you back upon me, so I had to reinvent my senses. And we are all doing this, obeying the ability to move past the shadow animations of flesh. For Dakar reflects in Omaha, prisms back to Windhoek and spreads your light so that our eyes dilate with ideas. Ideas of art that communicates, translates, illustrates the verbal acrobatics in warm sand ebbing off my tongue, completing capoeira kicks on beaches at sunsets, where dreads fly high, reaching spaces of an infinite creative force, galvanizing us to access infinite consciousness, releasing limited instruments of the senses. We can only see between infrared light and ultraviolet light. So this rainbow transformed your access to the next realm of consciousness for our evolution. Zaiid, the crimson of you spins a subtle cyclone of metamorphosis that rose on the day you left us. Zaiid, the tiger stripes of mango scratched sweet harmony into the central tenets of our beings so that separateness evaporated. Zaiid, the gold in you we felt intuitively. So we beam like the sun shining on this earth that could only nurture sustenance for your seedling. And you had to break free from the limiting soil, for your mother holds testimony to the seed of wisdom planted in her veins. You cultivated emancipation. Your mother knew what it means to have tick-tock time dropping blood from her fallopian freedom tubes, freedom that before was chained, but now is untamed, scratching chartreuse elixirs for our worldly pandemonium, transporting awareness between and among continents. On land, where I dance, in a trance of love beyond romance into a passion, radiance stronger than the sun's poke into dawn, when you, Zaiid, blink periwinkle gales from the drum, sweeping me in a spiraling line, encircling my third eye, spying the truth trying to fly, freeing energies within because you had to let go of worn-out things, worn-out conditions, and now you have reached for divine order, one where vibrational violets resonate on frequencies engulfed by souls communicating, discovering the centrifuge of inner refuge, and we must learn to keenly listen to the profound sound of oracles, because when you scratch itself, you find the temporal illusion of impermanence. You have made us scratch for you, scratch through our consciousness, where there is an amorphous, expanding entity of beautiful principles. Your earth present wasn't a sacrificial cure. It is an infinite spiraling chrysalis leading us to transformations, recognizing the divine beauty in all of us. We are, because you are, the divine spark that philosophers espouse upon, for you are the concerto, the symphony, the hip-hop song poetry that vibed past predictability, and we are honoring the alchemy of you, because the reborn spirits of life lost is the cost of exiting, and yet we know separateness evaporated, because we see you move today and every day. And we won't need television to see the revolution that is you, for you are to be felt, not seen. We must regard our whole self as an ear, knowing you are whispering knowledge to us through the breath of life, inhaling and exhaling all that is you. Like the sounds of all of the names of God. Allah, Jehovah, Shiva, Orisha, and the manifestations of holiness, Ta, Ka, Ja, Karma, Nirvana. It is you who is here with us now, Zaiid.